Palmetto Automotive Service Center is your trusted, locally owned auto repair shop in Piedmont, South Carolina. The shop is known for honest work, dependable service, and a commitment to getting the job done right the first time. Whether you need an oil change, brake service, diagnostics, or engine repair, you'll get quality work at a fair price. No upselling, no shortcuts, just reliable repairs from a shop that cares about your safety and satisfaction. If you're looking for a shop you can trust, give Palmetto Automotive Service Center a call at 864-421-7739 or stop by today. Proudly serving Piedmont and the surrounding areas with small-town service and big-time experience.
Need grading for your construction project? We've got you covered at Ronnie Strange Grading. We do all kinds of grading work to get your site ready. Our team knows what they're doing and uses the right tools to get it done right. Whether it's for a house or a business, we're here to help. Contact Ronnie Strange Grading today to get started.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, what's up?
You doing all right?
Yes, sir. How about you?
Man, it's been a rough week. I hate we didn't get to do no racing this weekend.
I was say
you went and did a little bit or tried, didn't they, down in Union?
Yeah, I say they actually had to pull the plug during the third round of pro. They had some timing issues, and then weather was coming in. So really, by the time they got that situated, the weather was gonna be on them. So, but I'll give it to them. Tony and his crew worked their tails off. Things just didn't fall their way. Just kept getting stuff thrown at them, and they worked. They didn't stop working. So, hats off to them for putting in the effort. It wasn't they didn't try. Just had stuff just didn't go their way. But we also had the Sean Sarah Memorial at Galot. Some of our guys, local guys, I consider, went up there. Did you catch any of that?
Yeah, Kevin. I just see where Kevin Brandon. I didn't even. Was it even on?
Yeah, it was on YouTube. There was a different group that did it. But yeah, they actually had it on YouTube Live. I had wrote down some notes that I had. And, I mean, it was to me just like a dream weekend for anybody. But he wins. It
was for Kevin Brandon. Did he win on Saturday and Sunday or something?
So the last 2 days in that particular entry, he had won 18 straight round wins. But I mean, like, I know he made rounds on Friday in that same entry, but then he was had another entry. He was in Ivy's car and he made rounds really every day in it as well. So he made a ton of laps. Aside from the two wins, obviously is the main objective there. But yeah, he did well in both cars. Another one of our
did Logan.
Yeah.
A good weekend?
Yeah, I say he did very good himself. I know he was on Fridays down to 12 cars on Friday. He made a few rounds on Saturday, and then the Sunday race, he checked up short on Kevin at 3. So Kevin actually beat him at 3 cars on Sunday. But definitely a great weekend. Nothing to sneeze at all. But that's really all I had for results. I didn't have anybody else. Did you? Any other results?
I didn't. I didn't have no bracket racing. They had the list race Thursday at Greer, and we're gonna talk about that tonight. We're gonna have Eddie West on and try to talk about it. But old Tracy Holtzclaw took a little station wagon to the top spot. He's leading over Felix Hamilton, Clint Dillard, Jeff Tomlinson, Jay Gooch, excuse me, Shane White, Logan Terry, Taylor Joseph Owens, Stephen Murray, and Barry Michaels, the top 10 over there. And
to me, that thing just keeps growing and growing. Like I said, I know with Eddie and we got Hank coming on tonight too, but they definitely can add some more insight. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Before you get into that, did you want to talk to everybody about what we're planning on doing for the 10K?
Yeah, we got the 10K coming up, and we stepped up last time for the burnout contest, just try to add a little bit of enthusiasm and everything. We're going to do the last qualifying, the final qualifying lap. We're going to give $50 to the door car and $50 to the rail side for the best reaction time.
And that's the quick 16.
That's the quick 16. Yeah. Sorry about that. Quick 16. If something happens and there's a tie, we'll go back to their previous run. Whoever had the best reaction time, that'll be easy to settle there. But we're gonna throw $50 out there for that. We got some stickers. We got two kinds of our logos. We got the one with both of us on there, and then we got the other logo. We're gonna be selling them for one for $5, two for $8. In compliments of Maddox Design, they did an excellent job on our stickers. But in the junior dragster class, if you win the race and you got one of our stickers on your car, and you start the race, we're gonna give you $50 for the 10K race. And then each additional points race for the rest of the season, if you got our sticker on the car, we're gonna give you $25. These stickers can be purchased at my trailer. You send me a message, I'll get them to you. If anybody with big cars want to support us and buy them and put them on their car, we'll have them available. You can message me and that way I make sure I got enough on hand come the weekend. And by the following weekend, we'll, like I said, the 10K race, we're going to give $50 if you win and got a sticker on your car.
You got it.
Your dragster.
You start the day. It's just a junior dragster class, and you have to start the day. You got to start the day with the sticker on before first round, correct?
Right.
And then after that, any points races, which we have 4 left. You're gonna do 25.
$25 if you win the race with our sticker on the car.
I got you.
And just a little something to help you guys. And again, it goes back to our sponsors and stuff that we do. Some of our shirts we sell, we're giving back. We're putting it all back into the racetrack. And we got some other things cooking. We'll let you know in the upcoming weeks. Have a little bit of fun.
Hey, going back before you continue on, I seen John Boy put on there, he was going to add 100. I'm assuming he's talking about to the reaction time thing. So I guess that would be 50 more. So it'd be 100 to the total to the dragster, and then 100 to the door car in the quick 16 for the best reaction time in that last qualifying shot.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's compliments of Johnny's Restorations.
Appreciate you, John Boy.
Oh yeah. Thanks for stepping up, man. It means a lot to everybody.
You want to bring?
Yeah, bring Hank on. We'll get Hank in here, and then we'll see what he has to say. Hey, Hank.
There
What's
he
up,
is.
fellas? How you doing?
Top fuel,
Top
Hank.
fuel in the
Top
house.
fuel.
Top
That's
fuel in the
right.
house.
Sure, sure. Oh, what you been up to? This the retired life? Is that what it is again?
Yeah, I went and visited my dad over at the Palmetto Patriots home today, and then I came home and I smoked some pork chops on the smoker.
Oh
So
man.
if you smell pork chops, it's me. Okay. This is that new computer that's scratch and sniff tonight. Smell pork chop.
Wait, wait, John Boyce said, look at that. Hey, we should rescheduled the show tonight and come eat with you.
Yeah. Y'all let me know. My wife bought me a smoker, and man, I use that thing every chance I get. I mean, that's pretty good cooking. I've grilled everything or fried everything, but I've learned a little bit about on these smokers, and it's pretty. It was good.
So
They
where
good.
we eating lunch tomorrow?
Tomorrow's
I know,
Thursday. We'll probably do Boots and Sunnies.
so I know y'all got a schedule, don't you?
Yeah, we probably do Boots and Sunnies, or yeah, that's probably it tomorrow.
Now, what about Fridays? What do y'all do on Friday?
Friday be Peach Blossom. Yeah, we'll have
What's
us.
your schedule?
We've lost one this week because Stacey Hall's gone to PDRA.
Oh, that's right.
So
Maryland. Yeah.
Hopefully we'll gain Justin Hyatt. Because
y'all let him eat with you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's got to go. He gets off at like lunchtime, so he's got to have somewhere to hang out. So he comes and eats lunch with us. I got James Edwards. He comes and eats every day. So
I got you.
Yeah, we had Leslie Horn. We had Ben Christopher, Tommy Mooney. You'd like to see anybody in the Peach Blossom. So yeah, it's who's who in every day. You don't ever know who's gonna walk in there.
That's right.
Nobody ever walks in there. Hey, nobody ever walks in there and says, "Hey, I'll pay today." None of them showed up yet.
You've been waiting on them, haven't you?
Yeah, like somebody's gonna walk here and buy our dinner one of these days, but it ain't happening. So yeah.
Oh wait. Well, you want to bring Eddie on?
Let's bring Eddie on in.
What's up, fellas?
What's up, Eddie? How you?
Good. How are y'all?
Good.
Start calling Hank Pork Chop.
That's right. we should have rescheduled this show and everybody showed up over there and ate.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm getting better each time I fix something. So yeah, I'm getting better at it. Maybe I bring to the drag strip one Thursday night. We'll cook, Eddie.
That's fine. We can have a cook-off. I'll cook against you.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
On Thursday nights up on the hill, on the far end up there, about where Sam and East and them, they cook every Thursday night.
Oh yeah.
So we every Thursday night you'll see there's a bunch of guys up there got a grill, and either they smoked it or grilling it or something. But anyway, I guess they still doing it because a couple weeks ago their Jeep with their grill went down the hill.
Yeah, it caught fire. I remember that. Lisa was not happy about that.
Without them. So
yeah.
So, I don't know if it tore the grill up or not.
So if y'all gonna have a cook-off, maybe Fat Rabbit Sticks need to show up live via
testers.
Yeah.
Be judging. That's right.
That's right.
We can do that.
That's right. There you
go.
Yeah.
My cooking's got to be better than my racing's going, so I give out a try.
Oh man!
You get back going.
That's right. I'm coming.
How did the Thursday night was Tracy already? Where was he at on the list before y'all had the list race?
He was already number one. He's been number one for several weeks now.
So he just drives that thing in and changes tires and wears them out.
He drives it in, changes the tires, and unloads his stuff, and runs his numbers and drives it back home.
Logan Terry does the same thing.
Logan does the same thing. Yep, they both drive them. And I mean, they've got trailers. They both do, but they just soon drive them, which is great. I mean, that's what the list was designed for in the beginning.
I guess.
Yeah, and we've got a lot of cars that are streetable, but they're not street cars, in my opinion. But I mean, they meet the rules. They do the cruises, so
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why we're doing the 4 cruises now. They have to do 4 cruises a year to be on the street car list. If they don't meet a cruise, they drop to the bottom of the list. So if they don't cut it all, they just drop whatever spot they are. If they're number 1, they go to number 10 or 14. I mean, we got 14 on the list now. So if they don't do the cruise, they go straight to the bottom. And 2 of the
we had Thursday night. We had 14 on the list. Did we not, Eddie?
We've had 14 for the last 3-4 races.
And that's good. 14 is a lot.
Yeah.
So is that some new drivers coming in this year that's kind of new to the list? Okay.
So we got several new to the list. So Clint's new to the list. Taylor's new to the list. Darren in that green C10, he's new to the list. And LJ, those are all drivers that this is the first time this year they've been on the list. They came out and participated with us.
That's cool. Yeah. Oh, now can 14 talk to us about? I know you've a little bit about it before, but can 14 call? Does he have to work his way up to 13, 12? Is that how that works, or?
Yeah, so I did away with the call out several years ago when I started running the list. It was just too confusing, too headache. So what I do is like Tracy defended his spot against Felix last Thursday night. Even though Felix was broke, it was a spot to be defended. So I'll try to pair up that night, 1 race to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on and so forth. Well, once Tracy won the next round, he had a bye. 2 had to race 3, 4 had to race 5. So we just alternate back and forth up and down the list. And if you win, you're going to move up. It simplified the confusion. Everybody trying to figure out who they needed to call out, win, and people not accepting call outs. This way you got a race or you lose your spot.
That's cool. Yeah.
And if you don't show up, you lose your spot that night too. Ain't that right, Eddie?
If you don't show up for the race, you can lose. So the way we've done it, if we go 3 rounds, you lose 3 spots that night. So if you're number 3 coming in and you don't show up, you go to number 6 at the end of the night. You lose every round we go, you lose a spot.
Okay.
So basically, you can in one given night you can pick up 3 spots. If you roll in there, y'all do 3 rounds, you go up 3 spots.
2 for sure, depending on where you started. Because let me give you an example. So say number 2, if you were Felix. Felix and Clint race first round. Well, Felix has to just defend his spot before he can move up. Right. So depending on where you at on the list, determine how many spots you could actually move. 2 for sure, possibly 3, just depending on whether you got a bye or something like that. You might move up, but definitely you can move up 2 spots tonight. Is a good rule of thumb to stay on the list.
How has everybody adapted to the times being on the? That was the big thing there at the beginning of the year, the scoreboard. Has everybody adapted to that and everything's cool now? Or
as far as I know, everybody was happy with it. That came about Tracy Holtzclaw, Chris Klopper, and the other blue wagon. They actually started that our last race last fall. They wanted to do it then. And I mean, I've wanted to show times for years, but the group voted against it. Right. I'm not against showing times. I mean, even with my car, I mean, if the group that I race with wanted to show times, I'm fine with that. I don't care. I mean, the only people that really don't know what your times run is people that just come out to watch cars go down the track. They don't know anything about drag racing, in my opinion. I mean, most people can judge your car close to what it runs.
Gotcha.
But I love the showing time.
I think it makes it more interesting to show the times to me especially for the spectators, because like you said, they understand it enough. If one of them gets there before the other one and he's slower, they know reaction time played a factor in it. So yeah,
Right.
I think as far as the crowd and people's paying, to get in, they want to see times. That's just my personal thinking. Yeah,
I agree with that 100%.
I know they're putting on a show, but also the show is for the fans out in the up on the hills in the state. So yeah. We can tell when we have an 864 list, and Eddie will tell you this. There's the crowd is there's more there on Thursdays when the 864s are, and when it's just a regular Thursday night testing team. So they bring in a lot of spectators. So yeah.
Now, how do you have a schedule kind of set at the beginning of the year? Like, we're going to run 864 list race this week, or is it like once a month, or how are y'all doing that? Or
so we set up to run the second and fourth Thursdays of every month.
Okay.
So we may get a break in there. They may be 2 weeks, like we ran last week because Alicia isn't going to be there Thursday. So we ran last week, but they'll be off for 3 weeks now and won't race again to the 26th.
I got you.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense.
If you have rain, you just don't make that particular that race up, or do
we just don't? Yeah, we don't typically make that up unless time allows and we can work it in. We'll try to do it. If nothing else is going on, we'll try to make it up. But most of the time, if we miss a race, it's just a missed race.
I got you.
I'll tell you something else. They've started over there. There's Walt Faulkner, and a lot of
I was going to mention that.
But he's a round track announcer from back in the day. Probably one of the best they are. And then Mike Greer, they put $100 up a piece for best reaction time for the 864 list cars. At the end of the night, whoever's had the best reaction time is $200 because these guys are just running. They racing or running for bragging rights.
Right.
So
that's
this
it.
here, if you at least, you might not be the fastest there on Thursday nights, but your opportunity is the same as far as reaction times to win $200, which I think that's pretty good. 100 by Walt and 100 by Mike Greer.
Yeah, they started that last year, and Mike asked me what the fairest or how to give the money. He just didn't want to give it to the number one guy at the end of the night. And I said, well, reaction time, everybody's got a shot at that. Oh, yeah. Doesn't matter if you're number 14 or number 1, you got a shot at reaction time money.
Yep. Matter of fact, correct me if I'm wrong, Eddie, the number one man, I don't think since we started giving this money away has actually won the money. I don't think.
No,
somebody down the list has won the money each time. So yeah. Tracy has definitely improved over his reaction times over the years, but he hasn't won any money yet. But hey,
well, that's cool.
But you got turbo cars, you got nitrous cars. What else, Eddie?
We had a naturally aspirated car last year, a stick car that was on the list, that little burgundy car.
Oh, wow.
And since they started putting up times and all that, they 5.0s. These 5, and I have seen some 4.99s and 4.98s. Now we talking, like you said, Tracy. He drives that thing in, comes down there and goes 5.06, 5 flat, and then goes and drives it home at night. I'm like, wow.
That's impressive.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
I'm talking about on a tire. What is it? 10 inches?
26. It's a 26 by 8.
Station wagon. A station wagon.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd stop by and get a load of groceries on the way home.
Yeah.
He normally does.
What kind of maintenance? I was just curious. Is them guys are they beating them cars up and then having to work on them, or are they pretty I know they push them pretty hard to try to get the quickest ET, but like, what's I mean, are they putting bearings in after so many runs? Or they? I mean, what they have pretty good durability. Other stuff. I mean, like we bracket, we don't want to do nothing. We just want to put a set of plugs in once a year and change oil every 3 or 4 races.
Gas and charger.
That's pretty much what Tracy does. Tracy, to my knowledge, Tracy doesn't have a whole lot of maintenance on that wagon. He might change a set of plugs. I know he changes the oil, but he drives that thing like he stole it most of the time.
Hey, talking about durability. Jeff Tomlin. I mean, his is 600 plus cubic inches nitrous car, and he bangs that thing every Thursday night. He high sides that thing. They fire shoots out of it, and it blows parts off of it. And hey, and he'll drive it right on back to the pits. And next round, he's right back around, and I'm like, how in the world? I mean, that thing was shooting fire out of it, slam out the back of it. You know, I'm like, Lord.
That's crazy.
That's that power motor.
Just hanging in there, right? Yeah. He tests that motor every Thursday night.
Every Thursday night.
Yeah. Eddie, is there, talking about these drivers and the list and all that, and we talked about new guys on the list. Is there anybody that surprised you this year so far that stepped their program up, or just kind of come out of nowhere and really has worked their way up the list, or are they kind of just the same old? Or
Tracy, I like to say Tracy has definitely stepped his game up from last year. I mean, the end of the year last year, Tracy was getting it worked out, and they have definitely turned that car around from what it was 2 years ago. I mean, it was a 530, 520 car 2 years ago, and now it's a 510, 50 car consistently. I mean, it doesn't matter where they go; they run about the same number at every track they go to.
I got you. That's cool. Yeah.
I thought, Chris Clopper, you know, he was probably a 520, 530 for a while, and then, you know, there towards the end of the last year, I mean, he was flying. I mean, he's one of them that dipped in the fours. I mean,
he has been.
Did he go 489 or something like that? 480 something.
He went a 486 this year.
Oh wow,
that's moving.
Yeah,
and that car, and he can drive that car on the street with no issues. I mean, he's drove it from Reedville to Greer, cruised it around, drove it back to Reedville with no problems. He just lives in Reedville, so in case something breaks, he trailers it to the track. It's just easier for him to do that. He's had some other stuff going on. He hadn't been as dedicated to the list this year as last year, but I know he'll be there Saturday for that race. So that's one of the things he's going to try to do with that car this year.
Yeah. So he'll be at the 530 race.
He'll be at the 530 race. There's nothing, as far as I know, as of today, he was planning on being there at the 530 race Saturday.
Oh,
well, talking about the 530 race, what are we going to be? What's going to happen this week? I mean, is it you going to have are they bracket racers that's going to be in some of these cars that's going to prevail, or is them guys that do your 864 heads up stuff, are they going to have their car tuned in to get out there and compete? I mean, I just can't imagine the rules. The rules on this thing is door cars, no wheelie bars, no time displays, no time slips, off the trailer. Naturally, the max tires 28, 10.5. And I mean, they're just going to go out there and I mean, I'm sure they know what they got tunes they can put in there for certain ETs, but I'm so excited. It ought to be a pretty good show. Who do you think is going to step up and be the lead candidate?
That's a loaded question, Tom. I don't know for sure.
Well, who wins them? Who do you think's the best driver over there out of that 864 on the tree? Or you gonna have a handful of them competing, ain't you?
On the tree, there's a whole handful of guys. I mean, you got Shane White that's good on the tree. Clopper's good on the tree. Clint's good on the tree. Felix. I mean, all those guys. I know all those guys have won the money this year. I mean, anybody that's really trying to show up and concentrate. I mean, most any guy on that list, I would say, has a pretty decent reaction time. Some of them are not as good as others, but I mean, they're all trying. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm excited for Saturday. I wish I had something in it to race, but I'm more excited just to see it happen at Greer, and hopefully I'm hoping there's 20 cars there. I mean, there's a lot of talk about it. Shadyside done it, and they had, I think, 18 or 20 cars up there for that King of the South race. So I'm hoping we can draw a crowd. I don't know that we'll draw that kind of crowd, but at least 18, 20 cars would be awesome.
Oh yeah.
What's going to be interesting to me is these guys, just talking about the 864 guys, if they do show up, they used to just trying to go just as fast as they could go. And then all of a sudden I realized, wait a minute, I can't gap the man. I got to roll up here and try to go 5:30. You know,
Right.
On Thursdays, I want to be coming down the return road when he's finishing the run. But now it's like, oh wait a minute, we got a whole different game we got to play now.
Yeah, and that's why I don't know if you noticed, Hank. I don't know if you noticed, not last week, but 2 or 3 weeks ago, Clopper being there the first couple of rounds, he rode 5:28, 5:29, 5:30. He was trying to get some tunes in for this Saturday race.
Yep.
And then on the last pass, he just let it all hang out. So.
Yeah, I'm like Tom. I'm excited to see it because it's just, to me, it's a neat concept, and I've seen it like on videos and such as that. But it's just a neat concept. I think it's cool. It's coming to Greer, like you said, Eddie, and it's just, I'm anxious to see. I hope they have a good turnout. I hope the buzz is up and people are really looking forward to coming. You know, not just. I mean, obviously we need cars, but I think it would help some of the spectators too being there on Saturday. You know,
and that's I think that was.
I hope the weather cooperates for tomorrow night, where we can at least, bring it up, 5 or 6 times tomorrow night for the spectators. Besides it being a regular bracket race, we got this 5:30 heads up class, no time, no tickets, no nothing. So yeah.
Right. Yeah, I hope it does well. I mean, it's like I said, we done a 5:38 car shootout a couple of years ago, and we had a lot of response for that. I think we had 12 cars trying to sign up, but we could only do 8 on a Thursday night to make sure we got done. And I mean, Chad Taylor won that one, a boy out of Easley over there with a Duster. I mean, I'm hoping he'll show up for Saturday. I don't know if he will or not, but it was fun to do that back then. We got a lot of flack because it was a 5:30 race and not an all-out outlaw race, but still, we gave some other drivers a chance to win some money and
that's right.
Stuff like that. And that's, to me, that's what it's more about, letting everybody. It doesn't matter if you got a fast car or slow car. Everybody's got a spot to race. You just got to find the right spot.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, well, plug your folks that help you do what you were able to do. I know you got a list of them, but you tell us about some of the people that help you.
As far as the sponsors for the Outlaws or the list, because the list cars, the biggest help I got's Walt and Mike Greer. I mean, they're the ones putting that money up for those guys to have something to race for on Thursday nights. And then Mike and Alicia always giving us a great place to race every Thursday night. I mean, I'm a little biased because Greer's my home track. First place I ever went down to drag strip was Greer Dragway.
Right.
So, but
don't the announcer help you out a little bit too?
Well, I was fixing to get there. Pork chop, just hold on a second.
You didn't give him a chance, man.
Like you was trying to move on to something else there, it looked like to me.
You just went red light. You red light all over it. Yeah, but Hank does a good job. He helps him get I mean, I got to get him a list, but he does. Sometimes I got to read it off to him because he can't see it or understand my writing.
He's just old. He can't read.
There you go. Now we're talking. Yeah, that's all
That's
right.
what the
I
problem
got
all
my,
this time.
I understand.
Oh,
But yeah, Hank always helps me out, and I mean he helps out with the list cars, getting those guys' names out there, and he helps me out announcing my outlaw races and stuff like that too. So, I mean, I enjoy being at Greer on Thursday nights. I mean, that's where I like to be
We have a
most
good time.
of the time. Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
Did I see a little thing on Facebook today where you got some shirts for sale now?
Yes, sir. I got my shirts in for my car. I'll have them out there. May have them with me tomorrow, but I'll definitely have them Saturday with me and Thursday.
So yeah, if
So,
anybody's looking
just a
for
little.
a Eddie West shirt with that good looking Camaro on it, come by, hunt him down.
That's right.
Yeah, I'll have them with me. And
Tom, we might could do
Go
a
ahead.
swap with him, maybe.
Huh?
I said we might could do a swap with him, maybe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we might be able to work something out.
But I would take one of them shirts. I'll if I'm out there Saturday. I mean, I'll be out there if I see you Saturday. I'll take one of your shirts Saturday.
Okay.
You done made a sale already.
He wears a
There you go.
medium, Eddie. He wears
A medium?
Yeah, that's what he wears.
Medium. He can't spell medium.
But I mean, the biggest thing is those guys, those drivers that want to come out there, and I mean, they know they're coming out there racing for bragging rights. And I mean, when I used to run the Camaro on the list, I mean, it was just the joy of being out there, place to race on Thursday nights, and having to know. I mean, you got to race the guy next to you, and not always is the fastest car going to win, but you're having fun, and it's a good group of guys, and normally we don't have any issues with that group.
That helps a lot for sure. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, man, we appreciate you coming on here. We're gonna we'll be looking for a good show this weekend, and I'm sure we'll have a lot to talk about it next Wednesday night.
Yeah, I want one more plug. So Hank, don't forget for tomorrow night, June 19th is an 8-car shootout at Greer. The Outlaws.
Write it down, Hank, because you'll forget. You may text.
Eddie will come up. He'll write it down for me, or he'll send me a text.
We still need one more car too. So we got 7 right now. So
we'll talk about it tomorrow night then, because that's a good
show.
That Outlaw is a good show. I enjoy it too.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
Well,
just
hopefully
because I'll be done forgot by tomorrow.
hopefully the R word will stay away from the racetrack tomorrow night.
I hope so, man.
Y'all get it in, and then we'll see you Saturday for sure. Yeah.
That's right.
Appreciate you, Eddie.
Yes, sir, fellas. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Thank y'all.
Night, Eddie.
All right, Hank.
All right, buddy.
Well, we got Terry Weiss on. He just picked him up a big win up at the South Carolina Motorplex a couple weeks ago. I think he's leading the points. They done run 3 races, and he's on the run 2 and got a runner up and a win. But let's play that little video, Hayden, and we'll bring him on.
Make the engine roar, never let it stop. I've heard this song before, now to hear it non-stop.
Problem is I can't
There's
see
nothing better than this perfect noise. So let me get one.
Yes, sir. What's going on, buddy?
I'm just back from Disney World, apparently. So
It sounds like you pretty hot there. I know Eddie calls it Orangeburg, and I call it the Motorplex and different things. But looks like you've been pretty hot this year on the track.
we've been. I'm not sure how that happened because I'm old and I don't do this a lot anymore. So I'm just happy it's happening. We're just gonna ride it till it stops.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
What kind of day did you have there? That last race? Hey, Eddie talked like it was. He brags about how they keep the track clean and prepped all the time, and how good cars work there.
Yeah, they do a really good job, and the car I drove okay. The car's been really good. I've been working on the thing forever, trying to get it to be as good as it is now. So right now it's as good as it's ever been, and I'm not sure why. I don't even care. We're just going to go with it.
That's right. That's right.
No, but Candace and JP do a really good job down there. They're just trying to get some stuff started down there, but it's a great place. It's a great track. Just a cool place to go.
Is it WDRA?
Yeah, it's WDRA. They were going to switch last year, and apparently all the racers voted to stay IHRA one more year. So then they announced at the beginning of this year it's WDRA.
Okay.
That's
And
good.
every Vega race car in the state of South Carolina races at the South Carolina Motorplex. There's 10 to 12 every time. If you want to see a Vega, there's where you go.
Now, how many points races do they have scheduled?
They've got 9.
Okay.
The one that we got one rained out, and they moved it to like September 20th, I think. So
y'all will go to Galat, is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah.
So can I park with you? Is that okay? Can I park up there?
You more
As long as I don't have to race any of you, that's fine. I'll go park. I'm just there to have
You're more welcome to.
Hank's bringing pork chops from what I hear earlier. I'm excited.
Hey, I'm hoping he's getting all his bugs worked out, and he's gonna have them perfected by the time we go.
Yeah.
Get the right flavor going. I like it.
I got to figure out how thick I want them. Do I want this or that? So yeah.
Well, I don't care what you do for them. Make mine big.
As long as it's edible, we're in. I like it.
That's right.
You don't care how thick they are, as long as they cooked and ready to go.
If you looked at me lately, I ain't turning down no food. I can promise you that.
Yeah. Terry, talk about your car. You've had that thing as long as I can remember. So,
yeah,
how many passes down the drag strip is that car made?
A lot. What was funny is earlier this year, somebody, I think it was Jimmy Brazier, he's like, "How long have you had that car?" I was like, "I think like 30 years." I don't know, something like that.
I would say every bit of it. So yeah.
Yeah, so that was actually my mom's first race car that Dad built for her, and so she ran it, and then I borrowed it for one weekend. I just never brought it back. I don't know that she's missed it yet, but it's fine.
So was that was after the Ranchero? Is that right?
Yeah, that was after the Ranchero.
Okay.
I don't like to get rid of stuff. I keep stuff for years and years and keep that same patina look going too. Oh yeah, top shelf.
What kind of shape is the Ranchero in? Is it running or is it sitting? Or?
It actually has a new home. It is in it. Guy and Pickens has it, and he and his son were going to put it back together, and it's still sitting there. So if it sits there too much longer, it may have to come back home.
Oh.
Right.
We was talking. We was just talking about the different cars that you've raced over the years, and we was talking about the Ranchero and something I had forgotten about. I think me and Eddie was talking. You won a Gamblers race, or it might have been Daryl. 94, 95. You won like a Gamblers race at the bracket finals in the Ranchero.
Yeah, that was the first year we went to Steele. Yeah.
Yep, Steele, Alabama. Yep.
Okay.
But I know that car was good to you also when you first started foot braking. I remember you was a pretty bad boy then, and
That was a long time ago.
it was a long time.
Yeah, right.
Have you ever owned anything besides a Ford?
No. I've raced something other than a Ford, but I've never owned anything other than it.
So you and Tom are brothers.
Well,
Way
now I
back.
will say this: my son actually has an El Camino, so he wanted a Ranchero and we couldn't find him one, and he found an El Camino that he liked, so he has an El Camino.
Okay. Do you let him park it in the yard, or does he have to park it next door?
I drive it to work. He won't take it to school. He says it gets too terrible gas mileage, so I'm driving it.
So, like when you get out, do you put your head down like so nobody sees you ain't getting out of it?
I do. I slide down in the seat. All you can see is knuckles and eyeballs over the steering wheel. I'm fine. That's good. That's good.
He's like, is that Terry? No, I ain't Terry. That's somebody else.
Well, talking about all that, when did you actually start like racing?
I think
And
I made my
where?
first pass in 1985
At where?
over at Greer on a Thursday night.
Oh wow. Okay.
I drove the Falcon, and he told me where to shift, and I missed it, and I bent 4 push rods. I remember that because he wasn't real happy about right after I did that.
That didn't go over well, did it? I don't get
No,
it.
he wasn't super pumped about that, but I learned. I just thought that was a suggestion. I didn't know we were supposed to shift right there. I just thought we were just turn it up. Let's let
Just
it go.
get it close, you know.
Yeah. You shift it when it skills up. That's when you shift it, when it starts giving up. Yeah.
That's right. Lay over, pull the stick.
They
There
say
we go.
you
We're
was
good.
17.
Your mom said you were 17.
Mom, by the way, I was 14 in 1985, so that was
You
long.
don't-
I was close. It was close.
Maybe Mike Greer's already went to bed.
Yeah, it was okay.
Mike,
Hello,
This was
Mike.
back when Tom and I could do that sort of thing. We just have fun.
Mike Farmer's telling you congratulations on your win. He calls you the Iceman. Terry the Iceman Wasson.
That must mean because I move real slow and I just don't do a whole lot. That must mean he's like in a coma. Maybe that's what it means.
How many rounds did it go?
7.
Okay.
So
have a
they
good
do their
car
points
count?
a little. Yeah, they do their points a little differently. So what they do is every round you win, you get points. So if you lose first or second round, you can buy back, and your points actually keep going. So you just don't get points for the round. So if you can actually buy back and still and keep going with points. We were very fortunate this last one. We didn't have to buy back. We just held pat and saved money.
I guess.
But they've been getting around 40 to 45 pro cars. They struggle sometimes to get with the bracket program because there's a bunch of street racers that live there down in that neck of the woods. So Eddie and I were laughing on our way home. We were passing stacker trailers going the other way to go street race about midnight down there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've never been there. Old as I am, and as long as I've been racing, I never went when it was Orangeburg, and I never went with South Carolina Motorplex. I need to put that on my bucket list to go because it looks like a real nice facility.
It's based a lot to me when you pull in it. It almost feels like you're pulling up at Carolina. The way that you pull in through the little thing and everything's flat naturally because you're in the flat part of the world.
Right.
But no, they've done a really good job. I raced there years ago back in the 90s when it was the old track, and it was adventurous. And when they redid it, it's a lot nicer now.
I guess.
Yeah. How far a haul is it for you?
It is 2.5 hours.
Okay.
So
I was talking to Tim West earlier, and that was what we was talking about. As we get older, our places to go are gonna have to get closer. You know, we now about 2 hours is our limit now. You know, 'cause I was telling about Shadyside, Union, and Greer is all of it's within less less than probably 45 minutes. So, I mean, I'm kind of spoiled. You know, somebody says, hey, let's go to Farmington or let's go to Moore's. I'm like, can you get there in a day? You know, or we got to spend the night or what?
So Everett's asking, is the tower still the old prison guard tower?
Yeah, it's just painted. Yep. It's still the same tower. Yes, it is.
Oh.
No, Hank, if they ran more than once or twice a month and I had to make that haul, I'd probably check out too. But once a month, I can pull that off. We're okay.
There you go. Yeah, that's about my limit right there. So, yeah.
Terry, Tom was talking about you swapping feet back years ago, and what you've hit the top, pretty successful too. I don't know how many people realize the earlier days of what was the big money scene. You traveled a lot of that. Talk a little bit about that to us. Your experience.
Well, some of them, this is a family show, so some of the experiences we probably shouldn't talk about.
I mean, leave.
No, it was a lot of fun, but you know, I look back now and see what they're racing for now. We were going to race for, you know, it started out it was 575 and 5, and then it was like
5, 10, and 5.
5, 10, and 5, and then it went all 10s, and we're like, oh, 10 grand, we're racing for 10 grand. It's awesome.
It was nuts. Yeah.
We went to, well, it was Dunn Benson, went to Bama Dragway, Darlington, Rockingham, you know, just, it was a lot of fun and met a lot of cool people. I still see them racing today. That's what me and Tom Paulette and Turtle, we were get our travel on back in the day.
I talked to Tom Paulette last week on the phone. I was down at Daryl Fielders, and he called from New York. I was like, wow, I hadn't heard from him in a long time.
Yeah.
I got to talk to him
I haven't seen him in a while.
He actually
he watches the show pretty regular. So
yeah. Tom, you're my guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Actually, Joel come over here the other day and got 2 shirts that Tom Paulette wanted, and I don't know if he's gonna fly down, they're gonna have dinner or something and get them or what, but Joel.
But you know, traveling back then, it was funny. I mean, I didn't, you know, when they're like with foot brake now, going to places and they're leaving off buttons off the bottom and stuff. I never thought that was a thing. I mean, we all swapped feet, and that's what we did. And you know, we were seeing. It was the first time I ever saw a shorty dragster. They were running those Fox dragsters there all the time. That was cool. I mean, it was, you know, Scotty Richardson getting to watch, you know, race with him and Ricky Jones and all those guys. I mean, we had Jared Pennington. That's back when he was foot braking and crushing everybody. And now we had a good time just traveling and having fun and meeting new people. And it was spent a lot of money, and I had a good time.
That seems like a theme for all of us, I believe.
Yeah.
See,
sometimes you just got to buy your memories, man. That's all it is. You just got to buy them.
What fun you're supposed to have, what they say. So.
Yeah. So nowadays we coach basketball. We're a cheer dad, which I'm part of that fraternity with you.
Right.
So
thank you for sitting with me. I appreciate you. You and Billy. Thank you for you and Billy sitting with me.
And I know you put a lot more effort into the kids and family, and stepped away more from racing. And your faith, you put a lot of effort into your faith. You want to touch a little bit about that, you know, on that with us?
Yeah. So I know how, you know, mom and dad always supported me and when everything that I did. And when I noticed when Jonathan was really starting to take an interest in basketball, and, you know, and he was getting pretty good at it. You know, he's like, Dad, I really want to do this. I was like, all right, cool. So I just, you know, I coached to help him get in the gym and be able to have access to stuff like that, and really had a good time, and have been very fortunate to coach a lot of good kids, and And being the cheer dad, going around and just watching. It used to be, I'm a very competitive person, but I find just as much enjoyment at hanging out, watching them play. Most of the time, it's hard sometimes, especially with the basketball. It's a little, I get a little on edge, but we're okay. But yeah, just doing that and being able to be around here. And, last couple of years when, I've had some health issues and Dad was sick for a long time, and him being sick, he was going to show up to the races if I raced. So I purposely didn't race so he wouldn't have to come out there and, so this year and that's honestly, that's one of the reasons I've been going to Orangeburg, because it's just, I always raced with him, and just the same way with Eddie and his dad. So it's just going down there. It's like, okay, I'm by myself down here now. I'm doing this on my own. And it's just nice to get away and just go someplace different and be able to do that. And it's just been really good for me this year anyway.
That's cool. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you was talking about your mom and dad, which your dad was a racer himself, but he kind of let your mom take the reins there as time went on. And me and Tom was talking the other day. I was like, man, your mom was tough. I mean, in the roadster, in the dragster.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it didn't matter if it's Worth Shoals, Greer, wherever it be. She'd lay a lap down. I mean, she's bad.
She didn't take no jump. Yeah.
No.
Listen, you don't mess with the little redheaded lady now. You gotta stay right.
That's right. Yeah, I learned early on to stay on her good side. I didn't ever want to.
I've been on the bad side. Not a place you want to go. Right. Not a place you want to be.
Well, I thought maybe she'd take mercy on me if we ever raced each other. Maybe that would play into my favor. But
listen, she was using that sweet lady thing on you there, man. I know. She does it. It's
that's right.
No, she did a really good job. She would ask questions and you could tell her what to do, and she would just soak it in and go do her thing. And it was always fun. I always enjoyed helping her because you just go do it. And she was just like, all right, that's cool.
Yeah, she was a good driver.
Yeah.
We've tried to get her to go make some more laps, and she said she's retired. She's done.
Oh,
I told her after I'm on the show now, I may just have to announce my retirement. I've reached my pinnacle, done. I've started years and years, and I've waited to get to this moment. There's nothing else to do.
You're taking your talents elsewhere.
I'm going to take it elsewhere.
Hank, what you got for him, or Tom?
When just talking, I'm just gonna rattle off some stuff. Let's talk about the cars you've driven. Me and Rusty had started, and then when you get talking, I've talked to Daryl, and I was like, yeah. And then I think Rusty mentioned Jesse Neighbors, and then and then we was talking. Did he ever drive for Winford? And then then your brother-in-law, the Ricky Crawford, the Mustang, you drove it. I've seen. We was talking about the Falcon when that thing would run 8 flat down at Worth Shoals. You'd have to run 799. Y'all be taking batteries out of it to try to qualify so you could run. Once it got cooler on into the night, it would run it, And but just some of those stories. Daryl was talking. He was talking about said like you named your cars. I think you named the Ranchero the goat or something, and then the Oldsmobile Attic, the Oldsmobile with the Pontiac.
Oldsmobile, that was Sammy's car.
and I've been around you, my whole life and all, but you've always had fun. But which one's been your favorite to car? Obviously, probably the Fairmont, but when you drove for other people and stuff, Daryl said you drove his car over at Greer one time.
Yep. I ran the IHRA race in the Camaro. Yeah.
Bruce Patterson, the Monza, the guy that owned it before him. I remember you driving it.
Yeah.
But you got any favorite cars or favorite races that you won that you because I said, you talk about memories and this now, you probably got a ton of them. You could sit and talk all night about different things you've done.
The Monza was probably actually the best one I've ever driven. I won a ton in that car, and honestly, the Suede Mobile before it became Jesse's Teal Mobile, that Nova, it was an adventure to drive that. But I did we really did good in that car.
Really good.
All those cars have been fun. Donnie and Mary's little Mustang, love that car. We laughed one time before because I actually tried to sit down and think about how many different cars I've driven. I've just been very fortunate for people to go, hey, man, drive this one. All right, okay, drive this one. All right, no problem.
They didn't have to twist your arm, did they?
No. I listen, I even wheeled a Bill Spearman Mobile.
Oh, yeah.
That's the same one that you and I both drove, the same one.
Yep. Yeah, I forgot about Bill.
Yep, we've had a really good time.
How many racetracks have you been to?
Wow. I think the last time I was like 19 or 20.
Wow. You have a favorite one? Don't say South Carolina Motorplex because you just won.
Well, I was going to say it was Huntsville for a long time, but I think I'm going to change it now to South Carolina Motorplex.
Yeah.
No, I've actually enjoyed them all. They've all been. I've had decent success at a lot of them. Memphis was my least favorite because I went up there and for 3 days didn't sniff a win. Didn't sniff a win at all. And that was a long ride, and I was ready to never go back again. So
and a longer ride back.
That was a long ride back.
Definitely.
But no, I've enjoyed them all. I've had a good time at most all of them that I've gone to. There have been some that are very a little different than others, and some are very entertaining too. Some are very entertaining.
See, you made friends at every one of them.
And that's and what's funny is we were laughing or talking about the dial-in race earlier that Orangeburg had, that you got to dial the same thing first round, you're there all night. But I said, well, I need to call Buckethead. I met him at Carolina for the first time years and years ago, and I've raced with him at Greer and Shadyside and Ware Shoals and everywhere. And just, you meet guys and just cross paths, and they'll show up everywhere. So
it don't matter where you go, you'll see somebody that you knew or hadn't seen in years, and you're like, you've been racing all this time. They're like, I've been racing all this time. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, I remember leaving and driving to
5 years. Where you been?
Yeah, so, I remember leaving here and driving to Huntsville and pulling up, and Tom Paulette was parked there, and I was like, I didn't even know you were coming, so I parked with Tom and we raced in Huntsville for the week.
Right. Yeah. I don't think you can duplicate like racetrack family. Like, I think it's just people. If people's not a part of that group, they would never understand that, what we all have dealt with over the years. You meet so many people, and those are lifelong friends, that you always, you don't spend every waking moment with them, but when you see them, you pick right back up with them, and it's, like you never lost contact or whatever. But
yeah, and perfect example is, Eddie and I have been friends forever, and we'll talk sporadically. And then, like last year, he said, "Hey, man, you want to go to Orangeburg with me?" And I was like, "Yeah." And we just picked back up like we never missed a beat and stuff. So, I mean, it's been really cool. So, Atwood Automotive is that's the proud sponsor of my trips to Orangeburg. So, I appreciate hearing that. Well, me, it doesn't take a whole lot to twist my arm and go, "Hey, man, you want to go here? All right, let's go."
So you beat us to it. Usually we always ask, is there anybody you want to thank? So there's
You always got to thank our guy Eddie, man. He's always there helping everybody else out. So we'll give Eddie some love, man.
That's right.
See, I haven't seen him in a long, long time. Then I seen him up at Greer. Last year, I believe it was, or maybe the first of this year. I was like, I know this guy, you know. And
It was last year.
like,
Yeah.
you said it all once. It's like, well, I've known this guy forever.
So he's a professional
And I-
junior drag racing dad now
For
too.
another
So.
4 or 5 years, and not once, there they are, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's come walking up in your pit area, you're like, man, I
Yeah.
didn't know you're still alive.
He's going off the deep end. He's got three race cars now, junior dragster, and he's dead after it.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. It never gets
Yeah,
out of your blood.
The junior will really
It's
test it's gonna test his nerves. I can promise you that.
listen. I've parked with him when he's had the junior. We in the junior time. Sometimes you just got to make sure everybody's on the same page. We're all good.
Yeah, for sure.
Jimmy helps him. Jimmy keeps him level too.
I got you. Oh, shoot. Tom, you got anything else for?
No, I
Terry?
just I'm glad to see you, man, winning and doing what you do, and I'm glad to see Eddie. I'd like to make that run down there with y'all one weekend and just go get away and have a little fun myself. Might mess around and do it, but I'd like to see Eddie get him something rolling and get him a win in too.
He changed the converter in his car. He did, and his car is it. The last time we were there, it was nasty. I mean, he lost a really close race. He lost by 5 thousandths. You know, race that could have gone either way. And it's getting ready to happen because his car's nasty, and he's really I told him, I said, man, I've taken time off too. I said, it takes a while to get your feet back wet. You gotta ease into it. So yeah, he'll be back to the old Eddie before you know it. He'll be back doing his thing.
That's cool. Well, Terry, we appreciate you being on, and congratulations on your win. I know this won't be the last time you strike up the win column.
Man, I hope not.
I know it won't. We're pulling for you down there. Hopefully you can keep it rolling in the points down there for sure.
That would be good. I think this is the first time I've ever been first in anything. So I'm just gonna enjoy it for as long as I can. We got one. I'm good till the 21st. We got another points race. I'm good till then. We're all right.
If them pork chops are pretty good, I might be first in line for the pork chop.
Listen, if I can win some points down there, Hank, I'm gonna need some celebratory pork chops, man.
Yeah, I might give you a catering service.
You know where our podcast career is going. We could hook up with Hank and have a cooking show.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, he already challenged Eddie. He's already challenged Eddie.
Hey,
No, I need the date on the cook-off there. I need to come over and enjoy.
yeah, my cooking show will be a whole lot better than my racing show. I promise you. The cooking show will last a lot longer than my racing show would last. Yeah.
When I was growing up and as I gotten older, they always said I was an instigator. So I figured between me and Tom, we can kind of instigate this little cook-off.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
I feel like that could probably happen.
Yeah. I can stir up something. I promise you that.
Wouldn't take much.
Yeah. Yeah. What's that? What's the saying? Give us a what?
Just need a mic and opportunity. That's all.
Yeah, that's
Opportunity,
it.
Mike, an opportunity, baby. That's all we need.
Hey,
I'll have
that's all
one.
we need.
I'll probably have one of them tomorrow night. I'll have a mic and opportunity. I guarantee you.
Well, don't you forget about the Fat Rabbit Stick Show tomorrow night.
I
Hey,
won't.
I'm gonna text you. I need to text you about the date for the race on the Outlaw race, and in that text I'm gonna put to mention our show.
Yeah.
And mention and don't forget about the stickers.
Tom, I need to come by and get some stickers.
They need to go ahead.
And go ahead and nail down the cook-off date too while you're at it.
Yeah.
So, and we're trying to promote the show down there too. So
Yeah. Now when I go to Ingles, you'll see me. I get get the sale paper and I get it out and look at it like I know what I'm. Yeah, I'm like, hey, pork chops on sale today. So yeah.
But-
My career has changed a bunch since I retired. So yeah. Susie Homemaker.
No.
Oh, wait.
Oh goodness.
Well, Terry, we
Thank you,
appreciate you
Terry.
being on, and
No
we'll be
problem.
talking to you soon, I'm sure.
All right, Tom, I need to come by and get some stickers.
Yeah. Do what?
I said I need to come by and get some stickers.
Come on by. We got them. And like I said, I got more being printed right now.
Listen, I'm just happy to share in the same town as Fat Rabbit and work in the same town as Sticks. I mean, what more could a man ask for? I'm there.
A superstar.
Shit. I appreciate you, man.
All right, thank you guys. Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you.
Good luck. Keep going.
All right, guys.
Well, we'll appreciate you stepping in with us, man. It's always a pleasure. Thank you. And we'll see you over Saturday, I guess. And 5:30, heads up bracket race. And we're going to try to make some noise, ain't we? You're going to get after it, ain't you, Hank?
Yeah, I'm gonna get after it. I made a little change in the weekend. So yeah, so I got something for him. Look out. Look out.
Hey,
yeah.
you think?
I've been on the phone with your daddy, Joel.
My daddy?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, Lord.
I've talked to him. I've talked to 2 or 3 other people. So yeah, I made some moves. Let's put it that way. If it works out, I'll tell you about it. If it don't work out, I won't mention. If it don't work out, you'll see the proof of being the pudding. You know, yeah. So yeah, be like, he's out already. I guess it didn't work out.
Y'all don't forget about the 10K. What?
Yeah, the 10K. We didn't really get to dig in that too much, did we? 10K. We got the bad 16. No box. Junior dragster. Man, that's gonna be a good race. Quick 16, 4,000. 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Yeah. Week after. Yeah. Week after. Yeah.
Then we got a bracket, and then we got a points race after that, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah. At the end of the month. That's right. Yep.
Yep.
That's what
3 or 4 races in a row. Yeah.
Number 6, I believe. Points race number 6, I think.
Yep. Yep. I was looking at the point. I was looking at the points yesterday or day before yesterday, and second place is tightening up. I think there's 3 or 4 tied for second. They only 5 points behind the number 1 man. So yeah.
Yeah. I think it's kind of still up in the air for sure. I feel like somebody's just going to take hold at some point and get on a hot streak, but they just hadn't done it, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it's so tough over it. It's hard for somebody just to get on a roll and stay on a roll. Cause I mean, besides Shane, he does excellent when he shows up, but I mean,
sometimes your good laugh ain't good enough, for the man beside you.
Saturday before last time I got beat 0-0-0-0.
That's right. As you and Will, wasn't it?
It's Will. Then I turned around and had to run him in the buyback, and I'm 0-0-0-4 red, and he's 0-1-4 red. Right. And we was both 0-0-3.
The rumble.
Green the first, and then we both red. I'm like,
but we just think this new this thing you got going on could really change things around.
Oh yeah, you're gonna see. Yeah, you're either gonna see a difference in my car, or you're gonna see a bald-headed man cussing at the end. one of the two. So yeah.
Tom, don't Ware Shoals have a?
Yeah, Ware Shoals got a points race this week as well.
And then I think Hank mentioned about the PDRA at Maryland. Is that right?
Yes, at Maryland. Yeah.
So I figured we got a lot of guys that we know that's local that's heading that way too. So
Yeah, I
Good
think
luck
it's the
to everybody.
North South Nationals or something like that. I believe it is. So
Yeah,
good luck to all those guys that go up there and
for
chase
sure.
that stuff. I know JoJo's one of them for sure.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Secret weapon. Yep, Mark Davis.
Uh-oh.
Hey, yeah. Speaking of Mark Davis, we all need to be thinking about his wife. She's still in the hospital, and need to pray for her and get her straightened up.
Miss Emmy.
Yes, Miss Emmy. Yep. The Cole Murray racetrack family is the best. That's for sure. A racetrack family, a racing family is totally different than any other kind of family, I believe.
Hey, you're exactly right.
Different. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Jackie's giving us a hard time, said we wasn't right. So
I
just hope he ain't scared to come over next week.
I saw he won first round up there at Bristol, and then I don't know what happened after that. I don't know if it got rained out or
Yeah,
they
I
ran
think they.
Monday or Tuesday. I don't know what they done.
I don't believe they finished up the sportsman side of things. I don't think. I don't.
The NHRA sportsman guys are having a hard time as far as weather.
Yeah. I just hope Jackie ain't scared to come over next week or a week after.
Jackie will be over there.
He can't use that. He can't use his legs because he done been in 2 races.
Yeah.
So we know that ain't gonna work. So,
yeah. He can't use that excuse. Just go around, can he?
Yep. I seen KB had his car for sale. So
Who?
We're not gonna get to see. We're not gonna get to have a Matt Batson, Kevin Brandon burnout contest.
Oh man.
So yeah, I saw it for sale. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Matt's just so he just smooth with it. He just takes it out through there.
Didn't he put I thought he put $100 call out on that or something, did he not?
I don't know.
We need to find out.
I was hoping we get some people talking it up, but I hadn't really seen nothing.
I'll see him tomorrow night. We might get him on here and let him
talk some trash.
Put his money where his mouth is, or whatever they say, how they say that. So
maybe Matt and Jackie can do a burnout together.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Well, it'd be good for us. I don't know about for them. Yeah.
All right, y'all. We appreciate everybody watching.
I appreciate y'all inviting me on your show. It's always a good time, man.
Yeah, you're always a big help for sure.
Yeah, we got to keep the drag racing going. You know, that's the only way. It's the only way it's going to keep going is people like you and Sticks are keeping the shows like this right here, and mention the local racers, because that's what makes. I mean, without the local racers, there ain't gonna be no racing.
No. And I like being able to talk to Eddie too. That's not necessarily our wheelhouse, you know, with us bracket racing, but it's cool to be able to learn more about what they do. You know, I think that's neat, and 2 worlds can collide there and combine. So
they make 6-4 cars on Thursday nights. I mean, they spend a lot of money just for bragging rights. I mean, they just as serious as we are.
Yeah.
I mean, and they running for, you know, if they go home and saying they number 1, they just as happy as they won $5,000.
Right.
I mean, they rough on their. I mean, you talking about rough? I'm like, I don't know how this stuff lasts.
I don't know if Walter watches this show, but I appreciate him doing what he does. I mean, he does a lot, and he did a great job announcing every other week. You know,
he absolutely did. He done a great job announcing. Yeah,
but
he sits right up there, and he gets there early, and he sits right up on the top row of the bleachers, because I always speak to him, and he'll send that $100 over, and then Mike Greer come up and pull his wad out, and he'll give me $100, and and then. And like I said, $200. I'd at least pay for their gas getting over there and then buy gas. But that's them guys put on a great show too. I mean, if you hadn't ever been on Thursday night, if anybody's out listening to your show and you want something to do on Thursday nights, come on out, because I mean you'll see something that you probably ain't seen on a Thursday night. I mean, I've seen them do burnouts in the water box in reverse. So seriously, till smoke come off the tires, and you're like,
Hey,
I guess he had it an R for race. Is the only thing I know.
that's probably. Hey, if I get back in the car, that's probably will be me. I'll probably have.
But yeah, I mean, it's always it's entertaining. That's the best. That's the best $15 you're gonna spend over on Thursday. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Appreciate it.
All right. See everybody Saturday. Saturday.
See you, buddy.
Take care. Be good.
Hey man, it was a good show. Good talking to about different stuff. You know, it was really neat. But what is it? A mic and opportunity?
A microphone and opportunity is all we need. We'll see everybody next week.
Appreciate everybody watching. Like, share, follow.
That's it.
That's right. See you, buddy.
All right.
Since the late 1950s, Mulliken's Corvette Specialists in Piedmont, South Carolina, has been your top choice for Corvette repair, restoration, and parts for all models. As the largest Corvette salvage yard in the upstate, we're featured at major Corvette and classic car shows nationwide. Trust our family legacy with over 70 years of combined experience in the business.
Paul Mosley made the decision in 2005 to make the business a go full-time. For 20 years now, he's cemented his name as one of the transmissions of choice. He's supplied many of successful names in the sport. No matter if it's your everyday driver or your hot rod, call on Paul's Transmission for your tranny needs. You can contact Paul's Transmission at 864-592-1129.